So I put the top fridge in. It's one that the door opens like this, and we were out camping with it, and the thing was turning on like every 4 minutes. It would cycle on and off. So this is like 1 a.m. and I'm barely able to sleep. So, but of course, my wife is completely out. Um, so I called up Engel when we got back, and he said to do a test on it, and it involved turning the thing up to maximum and see how long it would take before it cycled off. So it was 3 hours before I just gave up, and it did get down to 30 degrees, but it should do that a lot faster. So anyway, he says to send it back to him. So I don't know if you know about postage, but sending back a 50-pound, 2 cubic foot or 2 by 2 by 2 fridge is like you may as well just buy another fridge. So I called up and UPS was like $260 um, to send it back ground, not even air, the slow boat to China. So I asked Engel, you know, can't you send me a UPS ticket like like eBay does, or just other places like that? Oh no, we don't do that kind of stuff. So I called up a refrigerator guy in town, and I said I've got an RV refrigerator. He said, stop right there. I go, why? He goes, oh, I don't work on RV fridges. I'm going, why? He goes, one, they don't have the parts. Usually the parts are made by the company that makes them, uh, that made that fridge, and they're not in every little fridge store you go to. And two, he says, if you break into the compressor, you're looking at like $800 to $1,000. So the fridge costs $720. So what do I do? It's a brand new fridge. It's got like 8 hours of time on it. Got $700 into it. It's going to cost me $300 to send it back. The company doesn't reimburse you for that, or any, I can kind of see their point because they got to mail it back to me. That's going to be another, probably even with their corporate rate, it's going to be probably 200 or 190 for them to mail it back, and they can't get by that. So they probably lose money every time anybody tries to do any warranty. So the fridge guy goes, well, they're usually just disposable in that it's like a VCR player. If it breaks, even if it's brand new, you don't, just to mail it back will cost more than it will to go down to Best Buy and get another one. So boy, it's been a rough day. I don't know where to go with that. I took it to the UPS lady, and I'm going, well, what do you think? It's pretty desperate when you're asking the UPS store lady what she thinks. But she was nice and friendly, and at that point I needed nice and friendly. So she said, well, if they fix it and it works great for 10 years, you're done, and you don't have to spend 720. It only costs you 300, so you're going to save, $400. Yeah, I guess. So, boy, the bottom fridge works amazing. I mean, it barely turns on. I can hardly even hear it. It's fabulous. Yeah, the top fridge, that's the problem. Those typical RV type fridges, and RV fridges are just. I'm gathering. I'm new to RVs. That is just you just throw them away. If they break, you don't even call anybody. You just take it to the dump, to the fridge part of the dump, and go get another one. Because by the time you do shipping and pay for all that crap, you could have bought another one. So boy, what's the take-home point? I don't think that Engel I've heard they've got a good reputation. There is Dometic, that's a good brand, but I don't have any experience with it. I don't know that they'd be any more reliable, or that I think they all probably have that attitude when it comes to warranty is tough stuff. You bought it. We're not going to pay for anything but to fix it. You're going to pay for everything in the hopes that you just go away. Man, that's sad. So it's on the way back, and it's going from the west coast of Florida. Of course, it couldn't be 80 miles away from my house. I would have just drove it. It's got to be all the way across the entire country. So you got to laugh at stuff like this because what are you going to do? You just have to bend over and take it like a man, I guess. I mean, we like the fridge. It's nice to have. A lot of people say they've lasted for years and years and never had a problem with it. I just got a bad one. There are a lot worse brands. When you look at the reviews, people say they broke after a year and a day, and the warranties are a year. So, and not just one person, but many people said the same thing. So, what a bummer. Just trying to make a nice RV, man. You know, I'm not trying to change the world here. So, I guess the take-home point is if you're going to own an RV, you're going to adapt this attitude that when things break, you just recycle them and go down and get another one. Because it's just, we're in the world of a disposable society, and everything you can throw away. Nothing is meant to be fixed. If it doesn't work, it's just meant brand new or not. If the postage costs more than the thing costs, then you're stuck. You just go down. So that's my review of the Engel refrigerators. The chest model, fantastic. The traditional RV model, I don't know. Maybe they'll send it back and maybe it'll work good for 5 years and I won't have a problem with it and it won't cycle on and off every 10 minutes and it'll work like a champ. You know, I've got to have some kind of positive outlook on all this. So what's the take-home point? I guess if you're going to own an RV, you're going to accept that things are going to be more troublesome than things on your house. I can't even imagine what it costs to run like those big Class A motorhomes. You just must get your checkbook out every week for not just $10, but $200, $300 just to keep things running. So those are my thoughts on life in an RV. Kirk out.